You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. There are no good girls gone wrong, just bad girls found out. I generally avoid temptation unless I can't resist it. Every man I meet wants to protect me. I can't figure out what from. I wrote the story myself. It's about a girl who lost her reputation and never missed it. Between two evils, I always pick the one I never tried before. When I'm good, I'm very good, but when I'm bad, I'm better. I'll try anything once, twice if I like it, 3 times to make sure. I'm single because I was born that way. I'm no model lady. A model's just an imitation of the real thing. Ladies who play with fire must remember that smoke gets in their eyes. Don't cry for a man who's left you, the next one may fall for your smile. A dame that knows the ropes isn't likely to get tied up. It's not the men in your life that matters, it's the life in your men. Marriage is a fine institution, but I'm not ready for an institution. All discarded lovers should be given a second chance, but with somebody else. Sex is an emotion in motion. Cultivate your curves. They may be dangerous, but they won't be avoided. Those who are easily shocked should be shocked more often. I never worry about diets. The only carrots that interest me are the number you get in a diamond. Too much of a good thing can be wonderful. It is better to be looked over than overlooked. I used to be Snow White, but I drifted. Don't keep a man guessing too long, he's sure to find the answer somewhere else. Anything worth doing is worth doing slowly. Women like a man with a past, but they prefer a man with a present. Love thy neighbor, and if he happens to be tall, debonair, and devastating, it will be that much easier. You are never too old to become younger. Look your best. Who said love is blind? His mother should have thrown him away and kept the stork. A woman in love can't be reasonable, or she probably wouldn't be in love. Is that a gun in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? To err is human, but it feels divine. I have found men who didn't know how to kiss. I've always found time to teach them. Men are my hobby. If I ever got married, I'd have to give it up. Good women are no fun. The only good woman I can recall in history was Betsy Ross. And all she ever made was a flag. The curve is more powerful than the sword. Love conquers all things except poverty and toothache. Getting married is like trading in the adoration of many for the sarcasm of one. When women go wrong, men go right after them. I never loved another person the way I loved myself. Keep a diary and one day it'll keep you. Judge, are you trying to show contempt for this court? Mae West, I was doing my best to hide it. I've been things and seen places. The score never interested me, only the game. She's the kind of girl who climbed the ladder of success wrong by wrong. Women with pasts interest men because they hope history will repeat itself. I only read biographies, metaphysics, and psychology. I can dream up my own fiction. I'm a woman of very few words, but lots of action. An ounce of performance is worth pounds of promises. Everyone has the right to run his own life, even if you're heading for a crash. What I'm against is blind flying. A man's kiss is his signature. Love isn't an emotion or an instinct, it's an art. No one can have everything, so you have to try for what you want most. I see you're a man with ideals. I better be going before you've still got them. I've been in more laps than a napkin. It's all right for a perfect stranger to kiss your hand as long as he's perfect. Don't marry a man to reform him, that's what reform schools are for. The best way to hold a man is in your arms. You may admire a girl's curves on the first introduction, but the second meeting shows up new angle. It isn't what I do, but how I do it. It isn't what I say, but how I say it, and how I look when I do it and say it. Goodness, what beautiful diamonds. Goodness had nothing to do with it. I didn't discover curves, I only uncovered them. A hard man is good to find. 10 men waiting for me at the door. Send one of them home, I'm tired. Goodness had nothing to do with it. Men are all alike, except the one you've met who's different. I only like 2 kinds of men, domestic and imported. You can do what you want, but saving love doesn't bring any interest. A man in the house is worth 2 on the street. Woman, you certainly know the way to a man's heart. Mae West, funny, too, 'cause I don't know how to cook. Brains are an asset, if you hide them. When in doubt, take a bath. What's the good of resisting temptation? There'll always be more. Sex with love is the greatest thing in life. But sex without love, that's not